Hello, everyone, and welcome to our new week, new session of learning the quotes. Today is Monday, and we're gonna have a new quote, and we'll see which one it is. I have a very big list here, but yeah, we're gonna go through them and see if we can find one that's interesting. Until then, let me actually remind you about what we are doing here. The idea is that I have kind of or feel like I have lost my ability to actually remember stuff. I'm not sure if that's true or the reasons behind it. We had some discussions about why this might happen in, I think, the first series, but yeah, today, and today we're trying to have another quote and see if in time maybe my capacity to actually remember stuff it's getting better or gets, I don't know, it improves in a way or another. Yeah, last week we had a quote from Mary Kay Ash. It was a very interesting quote about not, come on, remembering stuff, right? Um, yeah, it was about not limiting ourselves and about how our brain actually could actually sabotage our progress or our success just by setting mental blocks and limitations. And what we will she was reminding us that we will never achieve something more than we believe we can. The quote, when the yeah, in the last week I didn't actually manage to learn the quote. I recited it a little bit more in the weekends, and it was like this: don't limit yourself. Many people limit themselves by what they think they can do. You can go as far as your brain lets you. What you believe, remember, you can achieve. It was a very nice quote and very good to actually help us, remind ourselves that this is our brain is actually what blocks us in the long run, or in the end we will never achieve more than we think we can achieve, right? Before that, we had a very interesting quote from Lao Tzu from the Taoist book Tao Te Ching, and it was about also somehow about being present and taking care of what you think, being conscious of what your thoughts are. And it was something like, be careful. How did it start? Watch. It's watch your thoughts, they become your actions. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. There we also saw the fact that if you actually the things that we say to ourselves might actually, and we will actually improve or not improve our destiny, going through action, thoughts, words, actions, and towards destiny in the end. So in the same sense, if our thoughts limit ourselves, it will end up with us not achieving the most that we can achieve, right? Before that, we had a very nice quote from let me see if I can remember this. Yeah, we had a quote from Kevin Hart. Yeah, and Kevin Hart was talking about hard work, and he said that many people want to be famous, but nobody wants to put in the work. I grind hard so I can play hard. In the end of the day, I put all the work in, and it will pay off. It might be in a day, it might be in it might be in a year, it might be in 30 years. Eventually, my hard work will pay off. He was talking there about actually wanting something is not enough. So in contrast with what we are adding on top, what we have learned the last 2 weeks, that our brain can limit ourselves, we should actually do stuff about what we think or we want to do, because not only thinking about something, it will not actually help us achieve it. But if we put in the work, but we don't believe we can, in the end we will not, just because of that, because of how our brain thinks and limits ourselves or not, right? Cool. Now the next thing, before that, let me see. Before that, we had a very interesting quote from John John House, John, come on, I can remember this one. John Wick. John Wick, no. This was the very first quote that we have learned. John Hamm. It was from John Hamm, and he said, what did he say? He was talking about failure, and he was saying that failing is not the end of the world. In many ways is, come on, I can do this. I don't know. Yeah, don't be afraid. Start with don't be afraid. Yeah, it's about fear of failure, right? Don't be afraid to fail. It's not the end of the world, and in many ways is the first step towards learning something new and getting better at it. Yeah, and there we actually present the other part of, working hard and believing yourself. So if you think about it, when you start doing something, in the end you have a lot of, there's a big possibility that you actually end up failing what you want to do. First of all, you will end up failing because it's the first time that you start something and you don't know how it works, or whatever the reasons, you might fail. Now, people, give me a second. People, when they fail, they're like, oh God, I must stop because this doesn't make any sense, it's too much, right? And they stop doing something and they actually not manage to do it. Well, but failing is the first step towards learning to do something I want to do. You fail, you learn from what you fail, how you failed, you try again, you fail again, maybe you learn again, and so on and so forth. This is the end of the cycle, and in the end, according to Kevin Hart, in the end, your hard work, it will pay off, right? Well, these are the quotes that I have learned until now. We'll see let's see which one is the next one, right? So for that, I have my Sleepy Kitty here, and it's gonna say something like this. I have a list of very many quotes here, and I was thinking today we'll try one from Halle Bailey. Now, I don't actually know who Halle Bailey is, but as we got used to it, we're gonna search about Halle Bailey and check out who she or whatever their pronouns wanna be, who they are on the next episode, right? But the quote goes something like this. Don't take yourself too seriously. Know when to laugh at yourself and find a way to laugh. Again, from the top. Don't take yourself too seriously. Know when to laugh at yourself and find a way to laugh at obstacles that inevitably present themselves. Interesting, perception and way to actually see the hard parts of life, right? Laughing at them and not taking yourself too seriously. I think this is a very interesting and good quote here, because a lot of people actually put a lot of importance on stuff that in the end that might not be that important or have that effect on them or impact. So you just put this very big importance and you are taking it a lot, very, very serious, and in the end you don't actually know. No, in the end, you spend a lot of energy, but it wasn't that important. So laughing as an activity makes you feel good about something. And when you feel good about something, you will end up finding more or better solutions or see stuff in better ways, and that's always a good thing. But yeah, until next time, when we will learn a little bit about Halle Bailey, I'm gonna try and learn this one, and I'm gonna put a little bit more effort. And if I'm lucky, I might learn it until Wednesday. Okay, but until then, guys, thank you very much, guys and gals. Sorry about that. Everyone, thank you very much for actually watching me, and I hope you're getting something interesting from the videos. And until again next time, thank you very much, take care, and yeah, see you, ciao.